Right. But a while since I've done one of these, and first of its kind actually in terms of what it is, so let's get to it. Hey guys, welcome back to another video this week, and welcome to a surprisingly special one this time because it is a review. Yeah, I know it's been a while since I've done a review, but I figured why not? I do enough one, because most of my videos are too depressing, so I thought I'd bring you something new. And also because this one is a very special one because it's not a movie, it's not a TV show, it's not even a book, not really, because this is my review of an audiobook. More specifically, a review of Amazon's Audible version of Neil Gaiman's The Sandman. Now, if anyone knows me, I am a big Neil Gaiman fan. I love all his work. I have tons of his stuff. Most of my library is Neil Gaiman. Everyone has the one favorite author, and that's him for me, because he's just his stuff is all fantasy, and it's also just incredibly weird and bizarre. It's insane. And one of the first books I ever read of his fully in the sense of I decided, you know what, this is something I should pique my interest in and get involved in, and I loved, was The Sandman. And I love absolutely everything about it. So when I heard last month that Audible, Amazon's audiobook franchise, was going to make basically an audio drama version of The Sandman, I was ecstatic. I was like, yes, that's what I need, that's what I want, because I love reading the books, I love reading the trade-backs, and I thought, you know what, this is as close as I'm going to get, because it's essentially, if anyone who's a Sandman fan, we've been kind of waiting a long time for a live-action anything of the Sandman to come out, a film, a TV show. I mean, I'm praying for a TV show and praying for Netflix they do it, just don't need anything wrong. But right now, an audio drama is absolutely perfect in what it is. So, let me get to it. The whole thing is 11 hours because it's based on the first 30 issues of The Sandman, or more specifically, if you're like a trade-back person like I am, it's based on his first 3 books. More specifically, these ones, book 1, 2, 3, basically, this from the start of The Sandman right up until maybe the short stories bit. And it covers, a bunch of the short stories that Neil Gaiman did involving the Sandman universe, the main events and stuff. And I gotta tell you, I'm not an audiobook kind of a guy. I'm not even a book kind of a guy. I'm always someone who just thinks that, reading's too much. And I think, I should get an audiobook, that sounds better. But then I see one that takes 12 to 13 hours. And normally I always think that, it's just gonna be someone reading me the book. Which as much as it's nice, I think it's actually really good. A lot of times you sort of think if it's just you reading me the book, I might as well just read the book, That's just it. But this one was different in the sense that this one, the cast of that I heard who was going to be in this book was amazing in the sense it wasn't just going to be someone reading me the Sandman books, because I've read a few of them. I'm not there yet, I'm halfway in the franchise. I still need to get other books, but the point is that, I already read them. I already knew the stories. If it was just someone going to read me the books, I wasn't that interested. But the fact that it's like a proper drama in the sense that there's cast, there's crew, there's, all these famous people in it. There's the music, the orchestras in it is unbelievable. You actually feel like you're watching something, like it's an actual proper production, and it's absolutely amazing. I mean, the cast of this, I cannot give them much applause. These roles, they are perfect. They're absolutely perfect in it. James McAvoy as Morpheus, as Dream, I was literally thinking this is going to be a strange character, because even when I think about Dream, I think, this is a tough character to play. How on earth is anyone going to do it? And he nailed it. I thought he was great, the way he portrayed him as someone that I love, and also as this daunting figure. It's just nailed it, Other people like Taron Egerton as John Constantine, which now is Constantine, not Teen, but that's just me. I was nervous of him, because there's been a lot of Constantines, and I think he was perfect for it. Kat Dennings as Death, yes, if there's ever a live action, please let it be her. I literally am thinking that with this cast as, like Andy Serkis as the Raven, Michael Sheen as Lucifer Morningstar, it was literally the cast in my head. I just think if there's ever a live action TV show, I want these people in to do the same roles. I know that never will happen, but I just think that that when I heard them, like, it's just unimaginable. And the way they told the stories as well is perfect, because I know for a fact that this is what Neil Gaiman does, because Neil Gaiman is also the narrator. He's the one narrating the books, which I think is a nice touch. It's his stuff. But the thing I sort of was nervous about, and it happens to a lot of cases where when a book gets adapted into something, you're always a little bit nervous about how much they want to do. In the sense that, like, there's always something where they have to be, like, they have to tell back, or maybe just because a book, you can do anything in it. You can have multiple storylines, you can do so many things, and people just think, like, oh, it's a book, I can understand it all. When you transcribe that into something else, into another medium, like a TV show or a movie, or even audio, it's a bit difficult to come across, especially in an audio version, because the nice thing about, like, a trade bag is that, I can see a lot of the things there. I can just see the pictures, like, there's loads of pictures now, I can read the food. And in audio, I was worried that I was going to just hear lots and lots of descriptions, like, lots of things that they would have to describe the things to me. And they really didn't do that. Not in the sense they didn't describe things, but they didn't need to as much. You sort of had the imagination that they just let it go on. Like you can imagine the way they said it in your head. Like it wasn't, like, tedious. There wasn't, like, so much stuff there that they had to get out there just to make sure the picture was in my head. You really feel like you're just listening to a drama. And a lot of times the picture is just like, you can make out what's going to go on. But back to my original thing, that with when it comes to adaptations, another problem is the fact that you're not sure what's cut out, what's left back in. But with Neil Gaiman, he's an author I like in the sense that he makes a point to ensure that absolutely everything that he's written is transcribed into the other medium. You only have to watch, like, Good Omens, another book that I love of his and Terry Pratchett together. Like, there was one he did on a live action TV show on Amazon where he wrote it, and essentially what he did was he took the book and literally just made it into the TV show. There's no like, oh, we're going to cut this out, or we're going to leave this bit alone because it's too much. No, it's like literally there to there, like, it's that thing. That's what I like about him. It's just the only times where I think critics go, like, you know what, maybe this is a bit too much of the book there. Maybe this is too nice for it, But that's the thing I like about these, that he literally just took what was here and put it in, like, the audio, and that I was perfectly happy with. There are some stories which I think, like, if you're new to the Sandman, there's a lot of it was just like, what on earth is going to go on? Like the ones with Will Shakespeare might go a little bit in it, and the ones with the cats, the short stories I think are going to be ones where it's just like, if you're new to the Sandman, you're going to listen to it and think, this is too weird for me. But when you're a Sandman fan, you just love it, because, like, Neil Gaiman's head is just nuts. So yeah, I mean, the music in it was unimaginable. I have too many things to say to it. The fact that there's, like, a proper orchestra in it, I was just like, damn, like, that's nuts, And if any of you are wondering, like, this came out in July, and you're wondering to yourself, why are you doing a review about this now? It's because it's 11 hours, right? I don't have the full time to listen to a whole thing, Thus I only, like, got the thing in August, Yeah, I was sort of waiting a little bit to hear reviews, and I was like, oh, okay, if it's good, then I'll listen to it, That's anything, You hear a couple of people and you think, oh, if this is good, I'll listen to it, and then I get my own opinion out, like I do. So, I mean, guys, I have too much to say on this book, on this audio version. If you do have Audible, or even if you, like, want to do, like, the free trial thing, I recommend go get it and listen to it, like, because it's unimaginable in the sense of, like, it's the closest right now you'll get to like a live action Sandman if it's literally just you dreaming about it. And I think that's what's nice about it, that is, like, right now it's literally a version where you listen to the audio in your head and you daydream what it's going to look like in your head, and you think to yourselves, you know what, right now that works, and I'll hold off until I see a live action event to see which one's better. But right now, I give this one, like, as my first audio book, like, the proper one. I mean, I listened to Harry Potter when I was younger, but the first one I was like, no, I'm going to actively listen to it. It's like a proper radio drama. For someone who works in radio, is a little bit much, but yeah, I give this, like, a good, maybe 9 out of 10. I'm not going to give it 10 out of 10 because I'm not that guy. It's just like, there's always going to be something to critique. There's always going to be something that can be improved. I can't think of it right now, but like a good 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10. I highly recommend it. It's so great and it's so good. Yeah, guys, that's it for this video. Yeah, nice to review. That's all I wanted to do. And so yeah, hopefully I'll think of something else to do next week. Don't worry about it. I'll find more things to do. Until then, guys, I will see you guys next week. Also, comment below if you agree with me on the Sandman, if you love as much as I do. And I will see you guys next week. So, till then, guys, bye.